And is this when the end of 2019 and then COVID, is this when you jump onto TikTok?
Yeah, yeah. So late 2020, um, yeah, I think I had like done one TikTok. I had done like the Tan France at that point, which
Mm,
was from my SNL tape,
mm.
which is a whole different thing to get into.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah, yeah. I had
yeah,
an
yeah,
SNL
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And but it wasn't honestly until 2021. Like
Mm,
I always feel like I jump onto a train like a little bit too late. I felt like I had jumped onto the YouTube train like just a hair late,
yeah.
and then I did well, but then all these people just like blow right past me. And then TikTok I had jumped on a little bit too late, but I mean it's still popping right now. I think it's going well. But yeah, it wasn't until like yeah, this summer that I started to like release these little things from my SNL tape, where I
Mm.
was like, why should just the SNL casting office be the only people that see this? I think it's pretty solid stuff. Let me
Right.
put it
Oh,
out
so
there.
you didn't
Yeah.
you didn't make it for TikTok.
No, no, no. That's all
Oh.
stuff like straight from my tape. I just cut it up because I mean they're all like 30-second bits,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
45 seconds. I was like, this would be perfect for TikTok. Let me just put it up there.
Right.
And yeah, they started to do really well.
Yeah, because I think my first main majority exposure to you is TikTok. And it's you, and there's a couple other brown Pakistani people in the
Yeah.
US who I found. There's you, there's this guy called Shazib, the kid Shazi. He does a lot
Okay.
of Pakistan
Yeah.
stuff. I had him on the show a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's because this year everyone was on TikTok,
Yeah.
like watching or making.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Just like I said, that's really the only outlet that I had for a while, where it was like I just was in this place where I was like, man, I'm going crazy. Like I don't have a stage to jump on.
mm,
I can't like put together a crew of people to like make a full sketch anymore. Also, that's not really what people watch on social media
right,
anymore.
right.
It's really just kind of bite-sized little clips, like a glorified Vine, basically. And so that's when I started to be like, yeah, I think I should dive into TikTok a little bit. And let me
Yeah,
just test the waters and put out
yeah.
these impressions. But then just immediately people were like
They
really
they
making
hit.
impressions. Yeah.
Like, were you
Yeah.
surprised at how well they did?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even start doing impressions till like a year ago. I
Oh,
never considered
wow.
myself like an impressionist because I was just like, I would watch people do it and then
Yeah,
just be completely amazed by it,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I just like I can never do that. I don't know I do characters, I do voices, I do accents and stuff, but like impressions just it for some reason felt like a totally separate skill
Yeah.
until like I started to think on like one of my classes that I had taken. I had taken a character class at UCB, and one of the assignments was to like do an impression.
Mm,
And so he just started to break it down in terms of like, you really need to think about like the impression being like just another character, you know,
yeah.
like think about their mannerisms, think about, how to get to that voice, think about their point of view as a character, like really think about like kind of how to get jokes out of their point of view. And that really clicked for me where I was like, oh
Mm,
yeah, like it is just another character. It doesn't have
yeah.
to be this like big white whale that I'll never be able to attain. And so I think the first impression I ever really, really tried was Deepak Chopra. And yeah, because I mean, dude, this is when I took that class. This is like before this big Indian wave.
Mm,
It was like, not many brown people at all like that were that famous. I think like Aziz was around,
yeah.
uh,
But
Kumail like
Aziz, for
a
some
little bit.
reason, wasn't really considered to be like or maybe I didn't consider him to be like a brown representative. He just happened to be brown, but he's in
Right,
Parks
right.
and Rec, and he's just another character.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
100%,
yeah.
hundred
When
percent.
people like even Kumail, like when he talks about a story from Pakistan, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, he's from Pakistan. But
Yeah,
otherwise, he's
yeah,
just
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Hassan
Yeah.
Hassan pushes it. Like he's
Hassan,
like,
Hassan
my
owns it.
dad,
Hassan owns
yeah,
it.
my dad said this and this happened in my family. Like he's like,
Yeah,
he keeps it at the front.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
suppose maybe that was the difference.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It also just was like, there weren't that many. I think like
Mm,
Aziz
yeah,
and
of
Nikki
course,
were
of
like
course,
the
yeah.
most prominent, but like, yeah, like you said, like, yeah, like a little bit right outside of like the community of brown
Yeah.
people. They just like kept it at arm's length, it felt like, for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, at that time I just tried that Deepak, and then that went well. And I remember thinking, I mean, I think it's good, but like, who the fuck knows who Deepak Chopra is? Like,
Yeah.
if you watch Oprah, like maybe you know who he is,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
besides that, not really. And then, yeah, like in the last like 3-4 years, all these people are like A-listers now, where it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, Hassan, Aziz, Riz, Mindy, Lily, Priyanka Chopra, just brown person after brown person just dominating. And yeah, in making my SNL tape, I had to kind of think of like, okay, well, if I'm gonna try to like take a swing at this, I have to show them that like you need a brown person, I
Yeah,
mean, they
sure.
should already know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's been
Yeah.
50 goddamn years.
Yeah.
But like, I had to kind of show them like, yeah,
Is Kumail the
there's so
only-
many brown celebrities, like you need someone to do impressions of these